Okay, I drilled one hole down in the big pad and put a screw in it, so it's being held there. What I did was I scribed around it, took it off, lined up the scribe lines to the scale, center punched the hole, drilled it, tapped it, and I put it on now, down there. Now I got it just snug. Move it up and down to get this side. So we got the indicator over here. Let's see if we can get a ooh. Tray washers. Let's move that in a little bit. Let's move that in a little bit. Can't see the indicator behind the okay, I can see the needle. You can see the needle over here. You can see the needle right through there. All right, 0. Oh, it looks like the magnets haven't moved. It's still at 0. We're at 0 all the way to there. I'm gonna say transfer that hole, and we'll see what we got. And then we'll put it on, and then we'll check this way. We'll get it dialed in up and down, but we have to also get it, whatever shim needs to be put behind, if there needs to be shim. All right, I put a number 10 screw in it. That's what I'm going to do here too. Transfer punch. Oh, here it is. Well, where'd my transfer punch go? You know, I tapped it already, so I'm going to have to give it a little bit harder tap here. I actually hate to take this one off. It's got washers. I put grease on the washers to hold them in place and then put it on. So, but it should be all right. Just redo it. Take the center of that. That's normally way harder than I ever tap on my transfer punches. I never tap that hard on them. All right, now let's take this pad and see if we can slide it out. See if we can slide it out, and then try to slide it back in with the washers. But I see that it's not. It's about 20 thou away. So I'm hoping that the two pads are just that much different. The real little red Dicom data is up in this corner up here toward me. No problem. So now I'll take these off, and I'm going to take them off in line with the way I have them and lay them down here. So we have the red dot toward me. I'm going to lay the washers down in order that they were on there. So I put them back the same, because I had it dialed in really good. just like dead on. All right, now I'll drill and tap a hole here. Didn't want to get into the spot here. I'm going to get a center drill and drill into that spot. It's kind of half and half. Half on the old spot where I dinged it a little bit. Right there. Now the drill will find it. The drill was dancing around, it was like couldn't find it. Either that or my eyes couldn't find it. Okay. Tap. Tap in a hole. 1024. Drop the tap handle. It came off of the tap. Anything else? Don't say that. Right? That's what my wife always says. Don't say that. I don't know how much of this I'll be posting. I'm sure I'll be cutting a lot of it out. You don't want to hear my jabbering anyway. All right. Now, to put them back on in the right positions. That one went right there. I'm gonna have to get some more grease. Not enough grease stayed on him. Get a dab. Oh, gonna have to plug in the air. Not enough hanging on the end. Here, we'll put a dab right here. Not hanging there now. All right. Scoop up a wad of grease. On there. Stick that on there. And then the next one is right here. And a little more grease around the hole. And in the corner, around the hole, and in the corner. All right. Putting grease on around the washers like that reminds me of in my younger years when changing fuel pump on a GM Chevy pickup, and this friend of mine couldn't get the push rod back in and couldn't get the fuel pump on with the push rod. Well, used the old grease trick. Greased up the push rod, stuck it in there, and put the fuel pump on. So that's where I first used that trick. Believe it or not. Where's my Allen wrench at? Don't seem to be hitting a hole here. Lay my Allen wrench at? I don't know why I carry it over the mill all the time. I'm using it over here, not on the mill. I'll have to dial it in again, because I'm sure it's not dialed in right now because I bumped it around and stuff. Tighten her up good. Go. Looks like the hole is in the right spot. That's a good sign. I had a number 10 screw laying here for it. And now it's nowhere to be found. I had a number 10 screw and 2 washers. Where did it drop off to? Stuck on the magnet, maybe? Nope. Oh, laying over here. Carry that over here too. Okay. See if we can find the hole. Put that in there and snug it up just a tad. Not with this Allen wrench. Then I want it tight. Just like that. Now I can take the magnets out from underneath. These microwave magnets actually come in pretty handy. The coils, I don't know, I was going to make a spot welder out of it, but I haven't done it yet. Someday. That's a back burner project. I'd like to get this to where I can see the indicator a little bit better. Let's move her down here and get on 0. All right. Right there on 0. 0. Get this out of the way. We're about 2 thou. Coming back though. About 1.5 thou. You know what? That's good right there. Now let's come out here and see how we are this way. Well, that's good. That's a good deal there. So now we want to come out here. Get over here. I'm gonna have to use the mirror on this one for sure. Can't see unless I go get my wife to turn the handle for me. We'll see. We'll see if I have to turn back and forth, I'm going to get her. There's 0. I think I'm going to go get her. See if I can get her. Alright, I got a cranker to crank it over there while I can watch it. I can't see the indicator from over there, and I want you to just take this handle and crank it over. I'll tell you. Okay. We're at about 1 thou high. Okay, go. And I'm going up to 5. Oh, it's wide open. Just take her all the way down the other end. 10. 15.
No, it ran into that
Okay.
thing.
We're kind of in that slot. I'm going to move the indicator down a little bit. Okay, we're at 0. Crank it all the way up there now. Crank it all the way back. 0, 5, 10. Hold it. All right, we're about 12 thou. That's low. So this end is 12 thou high. All right, I'm gonna have to go and I'll put a 12 thou shim underneath this end, and then we'll check it again. Oh, you know what? It's hitting this. Let's take that out of there. Allen wrenches. See Allen wrenches laying? 2 Allen wrenches.
These?
Yep. This pad that I used, that could be causing the problem. And that's what it looks like. Looks like it's teeter-tottering on that. So let's get that out of there. Yeah, it's tight. Let's loosen this end up. Wow, I had it dialed in though. There we go. Got it. All right, now let's reset the indicator. All right, now run it down the other end. And coming back.
Huh?
Keep going. About two or 3 thou from 0. I say it's good right there. Tighten her up. Tighten them up. Call her good. Tighten that one up. Tighten this one up. All right.
No, the handle,
Huh?
it could have gone just a touch far if that handle moved.
I'm gonna check it one more time and crank it back up to the.
Keep going.
Well, go ahead.
Oh, now the handle's going under that thing.
That's right. That's close. That's close enough to the end here. Crank her up the other end to the headstock. It goes up, and then it's coming down. Ooh. Now we're way off again.
I'm not done cranking.
Yeah, go ahead. That's good. What happened here? You know what? I'm gonna get down on that pad down there where the reader sits. Where the reader goes in. This because extrusions are not perfect anyway, by any means. I know I worked with extrusions a lot where I worked, and they were all twisted, bent, bowed. Too tight. Can't have it too tight. Can't get the indicator moved in. Right there's 0. Like to tighten that up a little more. All right. Crank her down the other end. 0. And drops off the scale. Keep going. We're a long ways off.
Now we're going under that little thing.
That's good enough. I gotta put shim underneath that and yet. There's no doubt about it. Can't have that too far off or it'll wreck the reader. Because the reader has to run down the slot. Although it does allow for some. Now it allows for quite a bit, really. All right, go. 0. Drops and goes up. 5, 10, 15, 20. Okay, right. That's good for now. Thanks.
This handle goes under this thing a little bit.
That's the power handle.
Yeah. I'm just telling you that it goes like this and then it goes under.
Yeah. So the washers, I need to put about a 30 thou washer under here now. Okay, I have it dialed in somewhat. Extrusions are extrusions, you know. But it's got a bow right at the end of this. So I dinked around with it, tried to get it out, and then it's 0 all the way up to about here. Right here, it's 2 thou, where these little black marks are. Then it goes from 2 thou to, I think, 15 thou. Well, with the tailstock sitting on here, I'll probably only go about that far. And I think that there's enough allowment in the reader head for that. As long as I get that spacer and get it upright where it belongs. I've got this bracket mounted. It slides yet. I don't have it tightened up. And the shield will go on here like this. Like that and like that. It'll get, I'm gonna take and do the same thing as I did on my mill. Put silicone on it. I might drop it down to there though. Drop it down like that. I'll probably put a filler in here, which you know what I could use. I have plenty of dowel material. I could do that. I could just lay a dowel in there and then silicone it. I think that's what I'll do. I just want it so the coolant doesn't run, or if I run coolant or anything, it doesn't run down in here. It goes out and over and back and then down, away from the scale. And for attaching this now, I have this bracket on here. I'll use the same two holes that I had on my travel dial. Travel dial. Anyway, I gave that to my friend. He can have. I told him, I said, he can have it. and so I got a lot of good use out of that thing. I bought it for, I think, $65, and I've used the heck out of it, and it works great yet. So, and I won't need it because I'll have DRO on my mill and DRO on lathe here, and then the other mill is NC. So anyway, I need to make a bracket here. It's got a pad here that comes out and comes down to this. And I need to know about how much that sticks out. I want to go a little bit more. That way I can adjust everything to where it belongs. What am I looking for? Oh, parallel. I had a parallel over here. Yep, here. Hold it up there and kind of see where I'm at. You know, because this is going to sit on here like that. So I have to get by this. So that's good. I got a scale laying right here if I can hold it all. So I need to get from this out over this and then down. And that can come all the way out, flush to that. But I could leave a pad on that, a pad here and a pad there. This is probably what I'll do. And we're looking at about a 750 thou cut through the middle of it. So I'll round up some material. Just want it about that wide, the width of that, coming down. So we want a piece of material that's, oh, this is the scale that is labeled wrong on one side. You know, that gets you too, because if you don't notice that right away, I'd go like this here, and this would read 3 inches, 700. And if you didn't know any better, you'd go and cut your material, and you go, wait, it's way too long. When it's actually 3 inches, 300 wide. So I'm going to go round up some material, 3 inches, 300, and 6. About 6 by 8. So, and I will be back when I get a chunk milled up and show you what I got.